Everyone, meet Darren here. So, Darren did the Tour Proven Pathway program earlier this summer, and he wanted to share his experience 60 days later. So, Darren, when you started the program, what were you most struggling with?
Just inconsistent contact, inconsistent shots, whether I was hitting it slices off the tee, slices with long irons. A lot of time hitting fat shots when I shouldn't be.
And Darren, what was your scoring range when you started?
I was in the mid 80s. Typically, if I was having a good round, I'd be in low 80s. If having a bad round, I'd be maybe over 90 or in the high 80s.
Okay. And so what initially, when you were doing the program, helped you get going in the right direction?
Well, when we first started, I learned a lot of fundamentals about the golf swing that I never really thought about or knew about before. Some things to work on that had nothing to do with hitting balls almost, but body drills and things that I can work on really away from the range, at home, things that just help my flexibility to start hitting a little bit better path.
That's awesome. And so what would you say was the biggest accomplishment or breakthrough that you had while you were in the Tour Proven Pathway program?
Well, I was able to work through the system and then play a full season of golf. So as I started learning some of these new habits and getting used to those new swing thoughts, I kind of changed my habits a little bit, I think. And recently I played in my club tournament, and the last day I actually shot a 73, which is a new personal low for myself. That same day I also hit a hole in one. So it's been really good. I mean, so I've had a new personal low. That's a big accomplishment this summer. And I think the biggest improvement to my game, not necessarily off the tee or long irons just yet, but we worked on a lot of wedge shots. So learning how to hit better, more accurate wedge shots more consistently. And I've really eliminated a lot of those fat shots out of my game. So no more chunking a 60 yard.
So you were talking specifically about how you were so much more confident inside 100 yards, because when you first started the program, I remember you telling me specifically that you would hit a good drive, you'd be 60 yards out, and then you chunk the wedge shot.
Yeah.
So you kind of feared that shot, and now you would say that's your strength.
Yeah, if I'm hitting a bad shot from 60 yards now, it's more like, okay, well, I didn't hit the part of the green I want to, but I'm still making a par. I'm not having to get up and down from 50 yards because I chunked it. So it's a lot more confident with wedge play for sure.
That's awesome. And so thinking back to the beginning when we were first on this call, why did you almost not join the program?
I didn't want to pay. It was a higher cost than I thought. It was hard to justify. So, we all spend a lot of time golfing, and ultimately, I wanted to try something new. So I gave it a shot and just went with it.
Yeah. And so what would you say to someone now who is sitting in that same position as you, on the fence, thinking, okay, it's pricey for me, still having those doubts, worries, but ultimately at the end of the day, you made the investment. What would you tell those people?
Well, I've told a lot of friends about what I've done and how it's went, and a lot of people are pretty interested and fascinated on the program just because it's like an online coach. How does that work? And I explain how the app works and videos, and it's great because I think if you're on the fence, if you want to try something new, something different than going down to your pro shop and working with a pro there. There's a lot of different stuff we worked on. You can work on things from home, at your office. You can work on body drills, not necessarily just hitting balls on the range. It gives me stuff I can work on over the winter. Just how do I create flexibility in my swing and my body to kind of start getting that better contact. And it's something new that you can try that might be more.
Yeah, well, the coolest thing about this,
accessible, spending a lot of time and money on golf, it's worth it.
No, I appreciate you sharing that, and you've taken full advantage. Like I said at the beginning of this call, we're talking 60 days after his 90 days, quite honestly, because he reached out to me and he's continuing to see success long after the program, which is exactly what this is about. It was about building you into a better golfer while you were with me, but also empowering you and giving you tools to continue to work on your game afterwards.
Yeah, it was good.
Awesome. Darren, thank you for sharing your story. I'm sure many other people will benefit from this, and have a great day.
Thanks, Andrew.